What is happening, party people? Austin Men's Development, those of you who are watching live or you're watching this on Facebook. This is from our Wednesday night call, and we're doing it. It's almost midnight, man. We got started at 7 p.m. If you want to be a part of the calls, definitely be a part of them. But I'm talking about the virtues of masculinity. What draws you to be a man, what draws you to be a better man, what being a better man is, what having a great life and feeling like a man is not an image. It's not something that is a decoration. It's not a title that is given to you. It's something that is earned, and it's earned through life, and it's already within you. And this is one of the things that we miss as men. And like, you know, I put up a video today about the fatherless man, right? We have a culture of men that don't feel like men, that are searching for it, that are reaching for it in so many different ways. And that's what we're talking about now. So as soon as I got started teaching men in 2006, it was in the pickup community and as a dating coach and all this different stuff. I saw men that wanted validation. And then it turned into men that were desperate for validation. It turned into immaturity, which I was a huge part of and loved because I was young and immature and crazy and all this sort of stuff. This was like 14, 15 years ago. And I saw these men reaching at identity. And in fact, then it was the same argument. It's like we have a culture that doesn't have masculinity to be supported. We don't have rites of passage. We don't have any awareness. We don't know what it's like to be a man. So here we are, and this is it, and let's go pick up women. And then it turned into an insane amount of anger and rage that these things couldn't happen. And we saw the repression build, and then we saw it build up more. And there became these side groups of like really culty pickup artist type stuff. And then it turned into later on the red pill and MGTOW and all these things. And it's still going on today. And we have this image of masculinity that we think is being a man. Let me tell you something. What I value in my life is not what you call me. It's not how you see me. It's what I live and what I own within myself. And I'm going to tell you something, man. I see a lot of men right now who are awesome. They're on a great track. They're doing masculine things. They might be involved in jiu-jitsu. They might be involved in fighting. They might be involved in shooting stuff. They might be involved in learning tactical martial arts or whatever it is, whatever man stuff, driving cars, yada, yada, yada. But that pursuit of masculinity is not what's going to make you a man. And here's the thing. If you want confidence, if you want the ability to lead, if you want the ability to have a relationship, if you want the ability to attract and meet great people and build networks and have respect, it doesn't come from an act. It comes from, trying that stuff out. It comes from maybe mimicking it first, but it comes from you being challenged in ways of you putting your life on the line. Challenging yourself in ways that you get terrified, where you get scared, where you get hurt. You know, what have I always said? It's like everybody who's pursuing manhood needs to get in a fight. They need to fall in love. They need to get their heart broken, because those things are so real and they're the greatest tools. Because what happens when you fall in love? You lose your mind. All of your whatever training, theoretical stuff goes out the window, and you learn about femininity. You learn how it can change. You learn how the compliment of a woman can make you a man. And then what happens when that goes away? What happens when it gets wrecked and falls to the ground, right? You learn that it's only you that has to be able to change those things. And see, so many men there move into hate. They move into anger. They move into judgment, contempt. They blame society. They blame women. They blame feminism. And all those things can be very real, and we can get the stats for them to prove it all and yada, yada, yada. But you still walk away as a broken man without confidence. And that is something that is the great tragedy. That's the freaking tragedy, man. You can't blame anybody for you. You always have to be you. You always have to be there. You have to pick it up. You know, and this is the other thing. It's like I train fighting all the time. But I've been in real fights. I've been hurt in real fights. I've hurt people in real fights, and that's not good. That makes me respect the fight. That makes me respect power. That makes me respect choice. See, my point in confidence in life, in being me and gaining an identity of who I am so I can feel good about myself, so I can present myself to the world, so I can share myself with another human being, whether that's the rawness of my spirit or the nakedness of my soul. That is dependent upon me putting me out there in the world and not wearing a mask, not having an axe, because life is going to challenge you in different ways. You know, I always say for myself, there's no need ever to push my comfort zone, because if you're living life, it's going to come to you and the challenges are going to come to you. This is what masculinity is about. It is not an image. I don't care how big your guns are. I don't care about how cool you look on whatever. I don't care about the theory that you have. If you have not been hurt, if you have not been saddened, if you have not invested fully in your life in something and seen it not work, man, you have no value to me. And I just want to put this in perspective too, because somebody left a comment on my Instagram about saying that to people who are hurt or damaged or whatever. Man, if you're hurt or damaged, I work directly with hurt and damaged people. I work with drug addicts. I work with people who have had hardcore abuse and torturous lives in Western culture. It's pretty bad. I'm not saying it's the worst. I'm sure there's people out there with worse problems. But I see people very, very low. And one of the things that you need to know with that is that you need to make a decision. Is it time for me to change, or is it time for me to keep going? And that is undeniably important. If you are not willing to show me your pain, then you haven't had enough of it yet. And maybe you can go with somebody else that's a little bit nicer and has some nice cushions for you and some great, co-signing of your bullshit. But man, if you want to work, put it on the line. If you want to be a man, put it on the line. Be ready to lose, because that is the strength you're going to get when you face that fear, when you realize it's not going to kill you, and you expel all of what is in you that doubted you from being you. That's freedom. And that is beauty. And that is the masculinity. That, in fact, is the femininity. That is the humanity that we need to be talking about. All right. Want to be a part of more of this? Man, check out the links below. You can go to the free group, Austin Men's Development, where this is also live streaming right now. But more importantly, if you want to be on the calls, start with the Rebuild Challenge, $10, 14 days. You get 3 calls a week. You get a bunch of PDFs. You get a lot of good stuff to work on. And the best part about it is you come out of there rebuilding parts of your life and having the tools to take it way further. All right. We'll talk to you guys soon. And, man, keep moving along. Don't sell yourself short. You deserve it.